Whatever stupid development they do, they don't have sensibility to see they are doing any other implications. Yeah, but the knowledge system doesn't relate to the realities of the place, the country, people, whatnot. See, it's something, I don't know whether he considers it may not be abstract, but it's an abstraction of thoughts, where they don't relate to day to day, how we live, what are the problems, how it comes, what measures, how we organize ourselves. There's no thinking. See, knowledge is not just without touching our lives. They touch their life, they want to give a job, that's how they do that. Apart from that, you got drought, you got famine, you got flood, you got various other things. And the way you organize your life, you go and smoke, you drink, you do, and you destroy yourself. There are many things that are related to human life which are not their concerns. Education, upbringing of children. Modern knowledge system, no solution, I think. Yes, but otherwise, we don't have this carbon footprint. If knowledge system we don't have desertification. We don't have all this creation of you see, like the case of clearing of forest. What is the implication of clearing of forest? So it is the watershed areas, when rain falls, the water is regulated. Throughout the year people get water from that. Or you see, when the rain falls, it's very sharp and falls in the tree, it is reduce the strength of it. Then normally they are find the channel, it goes all the time, they go into rivers, then we do something, the water we use for flow here. Now you clear it. Apart from that, the other things also now come to focus. The question of many types of diseases arising. It's also due to extensive water clearance, forest clearance. Another thing also, another problem comes to the strength of the air. Wind gaining strength. So the way, I don't know what you call it, velocity. It was even mentioned in the ecologists last time, Rosenberg also mentioned. The type of, they gain more strength. That's why we get so many, storms, typhoons and so on. So all these are not popular knowledge. There are knowledge in the sense it's very elite level for research purposes. It's not a popular level knowledge. Because they say we are scientists, we know something, but we are talking about biology, talk about geography, talk about other things. How this whole environmental problem, if everybody is so knowledgeable or concerned, then why this all things happening? Soil degradation, air purity is affected. Water is not there, even water purity is affected. In fact, water purity is peculiar thing, all the chemicals go in the river, then the fishes, when it shrinks. So the reproductive processes may affect the whole. So these are things, people have to bring the knowledge.
So you are saying that modern knowledge is actually creating these problems.
Definitely, I have already told you many times. This knowledge plus the technology, the sciences plus all the other knowledges creating a problem. Because there is no emphasis on the value. The central point is the human beings. There is a central point of human beings are making money, or you talk about growth. That means you go and cut a hill. What are the implications? First you think it is the human related. Are you going to close up a wetland? What are the implications? We close up a river. Suppose I wanted to do a study last time, the beginning of 20th century. I told Rajan last time, 20th century, how many existing rivers in Malaysia? Still are they surviving? Nobody able to do it, because even in Penang, several rivers disappeared. So natural things we are going to do, but it is what is. Problems also comes out, isn't it? They say retribution. Now they say this, the store of the water, large volume of water. They say the seismic That's what they're saying in the Himalayas also. You remember the theory they were talking about. And dams, like many have collapsed also.
Storing of those big water bodies itself generates earthquakes.
That's what I was stressing.
But if modern knowledge is itself creating these problems, what can traditional knowledge do?
I think traditional knowledge, there have been, I think I won't so much because I have not much knowledge, but traditional knowledge you know very well. The life, first of all, the lifestyle becomes very simple. I say the habitat, I said last night I was telling you, the habitat is of a certain size, where it doesn't pose a lot of problems of, okay, you take a city, how much you have to bring in things to give to people to live and enjoy and do or whatever. Then they have to bring out all the waste and everything. But that all will be very much minimized in the normal habitat. That's what I was telling the urbanization itself. I'm very opposed to it. Large concentration of population creates larger problems. It can be environment, it will be social, it can be many other problems. Job problem also, it comes out of them. Because in a smaller community, they got agriculture, small industry, some amount of services, some amount of other things will be there. Here, a large number of people, you have to plan, you have to see. Suppose you bring from a village, own family, it is infrastructure requirement is how much. You may have to throw your sweets, you have to buy the bombs, big things. Then you have to have your water, your electricity, whatnot. This itself, many countries can't afford it, in my opinion. And it is going to be maintaining it, renewing it. That's what I used to think about, renewing has need today repairs. Renewal, the roads have to be maintained. Now you see, with this economic downturn, how are they going to maintain even the ordinary roads? There are 7 points you can raise it. So go on raising. This fellow is the editor of US North World Report. The economy is even worse than you think. He says our unemployment is not properly presented. Now they say in America there is a 7% saving, but he disputes that. He gives a different reason. It's not government given money. For the US, the economy is big problem. It's the lack of savings. There has been excitement about the personal savings rate rising to nearly 7%. However, the rise in personal saving has been at the expense of the government savings. The government has simply borrowed and given money to the people. In the first quarter of the national net savings rate remains sharply negative at 1.4%. See, all these figures you go and see, it gives a different picture, you see. And somebody wanted to create a sort of a positive feeling among people. And the papers will say, okay, the share price going up, this booming, that's what. But you read it every day, it's not the issue. So that's a major problem.
So the entire wisdom of what you call modern knowledge system is in ruins.
Completely. That's what I told you last time. The people used to call me. That's what a doomsday, which I think whether you call it doomsday or a proper mystic person, whatever it may be, the analysis will be done understandable. With all the advancement of modern sciences, knowledge, everything which happened, didn't go to people at large as a whole. And it has devastated the whole world. Even now, if you take scientific knowledge, how much damage it has done. The amount of waste, the chemical waste, the nuclear waste, the other waste itself, one item which comes out of the scientific knowledge, unable to handle it. I don't know whether people realize it or not. One item, apart from the weapons, apart from other things, apart from the human beings who are doing your computer, your high-tech and all, doing the work, they inhale, they become cannot reproduce, they get cancer.